How's it look now? Is it better? Is it stopping? Pit bad. So far, so good. Alright, I think it's working. Mathin C? Did I say that right? I don't know. Good. I'm not playing that great today. It's all right though. Oh, the stream is good. Not me playing. That's alright. I don't know what was going on. I reset my router and my modem. My speeds were off. I had enough speed, but it still wasn't. It wasn't working right. I wonder if I'm on Facebook Live. Am I on there? Nope. Guess not. Oh, it's hard hooking up all this stuff, trying to make it all work. Did I break some stuff? I'm still live though, right? So far. I think I'm really putting a toll on this computer. That's what's going on. Thousand bits? What? Amazing. I'm trying to see if I can go live on Facebook, but I don't think it's working. It might be working, who knows? Doing all right. Sound okay? There's no sound? Hey, Mario. Cut out at once, good. Probably a lot of guitarists, I don't know. Am I in sync? Not cutting it out, good. No freezes, nothing. That's good. Oh, that's pretty wild. Yeah, I was testing out this Facebook to see how it works. So I guess that's working, right? Oh, my camera fell here. Oh. You can see that now. Yeah. You love it. You love it. I don't know. I'm just picking random tracks here. I have no idea what's here. Let's see. Another D minor one. I don't want a D minor one. What's this one? Dramatic and F sharp minor. F sharp minor. I don't know. Could be an evil key. I don't know if I'm working on Facebook. I had like one viewer, and now it's gone. For those bits there. I just wonder if it's working on Facebook. I don't know. If anybody can comment on Facebook, that'd be cool. Sandra's here. Hey, Sandra. Is it working on Facebook? And Sub, you said it was. And Sandra's on Twitch. This is great. Samuel, thank you. Thanks for hanging out on this Friday night. Let's do this one again. Working. I'm on 3 streams. Baby Enzo, hello. Kick-Ass, Jason, what? Is that Jason Wallington? Thank you. So who else is on Facebook? I don't know. I have no idea. And YouTube. Just random jams. There too. Cool. Hey. Nice to see you here too. I don't think I'm left-handed. I'm not left-handed on here. Gig tomorrow? Yes. wonder if I'll get copyright for that. That was a crazy long one. Okay, what's another one that we can jam to? Random backing tracks, random ones. Tasty Funk in B minor. How about Punch 80s hard rock in E minor? What's this one? You like these jams. that's a pretty crazy one. Wow. I think I'll end the Facebook Live. Thanks everybody on Facebook for watching this late. I know it's late for you guys, but I want to test it out. Maybe I'll leave it up. I don't know. See you soon. So that was my face. I went on Facebook Live. I never do that. So now I'm back on. I'm on. What am I on here? YouTube and Twitch. Twitch is like our home. Nothing else matters. I don't know about that one. Probably say all my licks are somebody else's, which they probably are. I like Twitter better than the others. I can't get on Twitter. They won't let me on there. They won't let me stream on there. They want me to pay for that. I don't really know any Grateful Dead tunes. I'm sorry. Look at my cable just sneaking in the view there. West Side, you still on here? A lot of new people on YouTube tonight. That's nice, and on Twitch too. That's great. You were on my For You page. I was? For YouTube? Wow. That's wild. I'm just trying to gather more subscribers on here. What's your favorite dinosaur? Was it on Step Brothers? Or was it on something else? What was that on? You like Twitch better, yeah. Am I making stuff up or on the spot, or is it an actual song? I don't know. I'm just picking random backing tracks on YouTube, and it tells me the key, and then I'm like just improvising over it. Hopefully it sounds okay. Like, there's so many backing tracks on here. Well, I don't know. I like playing a lot of stuff. I like playing Beatles stuff, 60s, and obviously just jamming over things, just like I just did. I I like the distorted tones. You have a favorite key or scale? I don't know. I've been digging D minor lately and doing D minor pentatonic. I've been digging that for like a while now. Play it. Try a desert rock doom track. Is there such a thing? Is that a desert rock doom track? Is it a backing track? Is there stuff on it? Stoner rock. Does it give me a key? Or is it just drums? I like the Trooper. I like the Trooper riff. That's a... And you got the harmony. And you got the... guitar part, right? Your guess is in B? What do you mean? I don't know. I only see a stoner rock. I don't see the stoner desert rock. And this is this a band? Because I don't know if I can be able to play this. I'm not allowed to play this? Probably all I can play because I don't want to be copyright. They don't like me. I can't play copyrighted stuff on here. Both are picking hand and fretting hands. Well, you learn scales. That'll help you out doing like the pentatonic scale. Stuff like that. That'll help out. But you gotta stick at it. You know, you gotta, like, I know it's boring, but you gotta just keep on doing it. Even like the stuff like the chromatic stuff. Biggest influences right now. I don't know. I have no idea who my biggest influences are right now. I think I'm still stuck in the past. But of course, there is some new like artists I listen to, and I was like, "Oh, that's a pretty song. That's a nice song with chord progressions and stuff." Um, but some kind of are weird. Like some people come up and go, "Can you play Alex G?" And I'm like, "Who's Alex G?" And it's that one that goes. It's just very weird, you know. Am I able to do the Crazy Train solo? Yes, I can do the live solo. Do you want to learn it? Do you want to learn it with me? I don't know. So there's the first part. They got the tapping down. There's so many lessons online doing it. I always go to the Ozzy tribute version. Um, the Randy the Ozzy tribute version one. And I kind of do my own little thing here. So let's see. What if I could do this? So that's why I do that. Think I'll get copyrighted for that? Maybe, because that sounded like the actual track. Wish it wasn't. What you're doing wrong. We will do, Como, I will. It's just lately I've been really like I don't know, overwhelmed with a bunch of stuff going on in my life right here. But I will get back to you. If you would like to do some lessons, I just have to figure out some time. We got to figure out a time to do this stuff. But yeah, I would like to give you lessons. And how long have you been playing? I've been playing a long. I don't think it matters how long you play. I mean, there's people that play like a couple years and they're just amazing. It's just the amount of time you put into it. You got to just sit there and do it. I mean, you could do it in 2 to 3 years or a year or whatever. If you're sitting there every day and you have the right focus and the right practice routines, you can get this. I heard Sean Lane's "Let It Be" solo. No, I haven't heard that. No. Oh, thanks. What else could I do here? Should we do another ripping track or any questions on here on YouTube or anything? He improvised it at NAMM. I seen one video. It was like 5 people. It was like Paul Gilbert. I don't know. There was a whole bunch, and they were jamming over. I don't know what song it was. It could have been a Jeff Beck song. I'm not sure. They were ripping over it. Yeah. Relative pitch. Yeah, I think I got relative pitch. I can hear. You know. You can hear when you're flat and. I got that. I don't have perfect pitch. Yeah. I have some friends that have like really good pitch. It blows me away. They're like, oh yeah, oh I like that. I like that A. I like that A. Oh, play that open B. You know that you just played. I'm like, you're not even seeing what I'm playing, and you're hearing it. It's amazing. Still live on YouTube. I don't know if I'll be able to because they might demonetize me. I always do that a different way. I think he's doing some. He does something where I should really learn that like right, but I do my own little thing there. Do you like King Gizzard? I don't know King Lizard and Lizard Wizard. I don't know them. Do you have practice routine? What would you recommend learning to be able to solo with? I would learn chords first. Learn chord progressions, like if you take like just the backing track, A minor, and there's so many backing tracks now. I used to make really bad backing tracks with a tape recorder back in the day, but this is like, you can find these all over the internet. Here's a A minor blues backing track, and this is so you can practice your pentatonic. All A minor pentatonic. Keep it real simple. And any little vibrato helps, yeah. Little bends here. Find out your target notes, your end notes here. So this is A minor pentatonic, right? A. I'm landing on the A every time. It's gonna go to a D chord, minor chord. Find all your D's. A. That's going to go to an E. Back to a D. To an A. And now that E. So you can always practice your roots. So. Focusing on all the A's there. Focusing on all the D's. A. Then you get used to bending into the notes. Bend into the D. Bending into the A. Bend into the E. D. A. Then you can get interested, get more, practice arpeggios. D minor. A minor. E minor. D minor. Back to A. Abyss Walker, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Then you take all that stuff and then you mix it all together. That's what goes through my head anyways. And I know there's so much more you can do. Like, you can use modes and start thinking of like all these crazy things, right? And that could be great. I stick to mostly what I feel is comfortable to me is the pentatonics and just regular minor major scales. Maybe throw in the harmonic, stuff like that. Big homie, thanks for coming in. Well, I learned scales, and I think I shouldn't have learned scales first. I think I should have learned chords all over the neck first. I should have been like, because then I would find out like all the nice, the notes you hit are in those chords. This is all in A minor. I'm not thinking of a scale, I'm thinking of the chord. 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 You know, like the arpeggio of the chord. That's what I'm thinking more of. And then you can mix in that pentatonic scale as long as you land on those key chordal notes. That's what it did. Because at first when I was playing it, it was all like scales. I was doing this all the time. It was just going up and down. It was all that, and it's just, and there's a time for it, I think. But for me, I'm like, I'm bending in the chordal notes. E. Like the perfect example, the perfect solo is, and to analyze it is Hotel California. I mean, that solo is just amazing. Is that seven? Sven? I don't know. Can you play Cemetery? I don't know. I don't know any. I don't know Cemetery Gates. Is that Metallica or is that Pantera? I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I wish I could play. I wish I could play covers on YouTube, but I can't. You know, I could probably do some riffs. I could do a little bit here. Oh, it's Cemetery Gates is Avenged Sevenfold, or is that who it is? Who it is? Oh man, that's a great band. No, it's Pantera. That's what he says. You said, never mind, it's Pantera. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was Pantera. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it is Pantera. That's what I thought. Steve Vai backing track in E minor 9 on YouTube. I have to find that one. Dimebag had some crazy stuff. He also had those squeals that was crazy. He liked, but he watched his early stuff. He liked Randy Rhoads, man. He liked that stuff really good. Josh, thanks for the lesson. Really useful. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. My name is Christine. Ooh, hello. I'm trying to stay away from anything that's copyrighted. I did that Crazy Train solo. I bet you that Crazy Train solo will get flagged, but hopefully it won't. Like whatever, I could probably get rid of that one. Yeah, I hope those tips. I hope those guitar tips helped. What's the technique? I don't understand to get the overtones. You mean the pinch harmonics or? I don't know. I don't know the grassroots. I know the grassroots. I don't, you know. What's your thoughts on the Vox? What is it, amp plug 2 metal? I don't know about that one, but I have the Brian May amp plug, if that's the same kind of thing. It sounds really good. How do you learn all the chords all the way down the neck? I can do the normal chords, but not the. I can do the normal chords, but not neck ones. How do you learn all the chords all the way down the neck? Well, if you take like certain ones, like if you do this, take them like a string at a time. 3 strings. Here's D. And then you find the inversions of them. There's 3 patterns. There's 3 shapes. And and they stay the same. And I can do that anywhere on the neck. If I want to do E major. Want to do, let's do G. And a good song that does that, those kind of shapes and inversions, is you start learning these tunes. D to an A, G to a D, A to a G, A, D. Start learning these shapes like that on 3 strings. I never really, when I heard of the cage system, I never really thought about the cage system. I was just like, oh, that makes sense, you know. But like doing this, there's a C chord, C sharp, keep that C shape. Just look at your bottom note there, you know. G, do that. And if you spell out the word caged, I guess you go C, that's C position, change your finger here. You got another C, it looks like an A chord. Change this finger, looks like the G chord. C, A, G. Change this finger. There you go, looks like an E shape. And then my last one will look like a D shape. There's your cage system. C, A, G, E, D. In that order, I guess. I never learned it like that though. I just learned. I think I learned the notes on the guitar, and I try to. I go, why is this note? Why is this a C chord? And I go, oh, there's C, E, G in here. Here's a C, G, C, E, G, another C, and you're like, oh, that's why it looks like that. What your thoughts on the grassroots guitars were? I heard a guitar off from at first electric guitar, and I just want to try to get some input for our experience. I also bought a Power Grid Spark Amp 2 with it. That's cool. I don't know what the grassroots guitars are. I know what the grassroots band is. I don't know what the grassroots guitars are. Is that a brand? That's a brand. But the Spark amps are really nice. Christine has Spark amps. Do you know Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath? Maybe. Okay, let's see. I might have missed some stuff here. How to play tapping with both hands on the fretboard. Like we have to pull, like we have to pull the string out. Tones like Live by Pearl Jam. See, I'm using just like one tone. Like Live by Pearl Jam has like a Marshall tone with the gain probably halfway down, right? You don't want too much gain on that. Some company owned by ESP, and they have guitars made in Japan that are basically copies of Les Paul. They might be really good. I don't know. They might be really good guitars. What else we got? Do you have a humbucker in your Strat? Yes, I do. This is right here. These are all EMGs, and that's the humbucker right there. You said there was a Steve Vai backing track, E minor 9 backing track. I don't see that. There is some Steve Vai type backing tracks. Look at this is rock ballad. Steve Vai style. Is this it? See, I need my Ibanez for this. Let me switch to the Ibanez. Because Steve Vai does this stuff with the bar. He's got like some crazy delays and stuff on there too. Let me up my delay a little bit. And then you have his wah, right? He's like does those slides, you know? You do this one, Nicola. So yeah, that would be my little, that'd be Steve Vai-ish, right? I don't want a gig tomorrow. Isn't that bad of me to say? I don't want a gig tomorrow. That was all E minor. That jam was pretty much all E minor and some pentatonics. Yeah. What's your favorite wood? I like ebony. But on certain guitars, like I like this maple neck, and I like rosewood too. I don't know. I like them all as long as it plays nice. Does wood make a difference? I don't know. I don't know. There's so many discussions on YouTube about wood and what it does, and I don't know. I have no clue. I think if you have a good distortion unit or pedal, plug it in with a noise gate, some decent pickups, I think it's just gonna sound the same. I don't know. I think the wood looks, buy it because it looks cool. If you like the wood, you like the way the wood looks on the guitar. And if the guitar is set up really nice, you know, so it doesn't fret out, you don't have any dead frets, and the neck is nice, yeah, then I think it would be great. My music teacher is super into specifics of stuff and talks about how certain would produce better tones and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of like vinyl records. People are like, oh, I could hear some more tone out of the vinyl, and it could be true. I don't know. Maybe I don't have the greatest turntable, but or good needles on my turntable, but I like to listen to clean music. I don't know, clean coming through my ears. I don't know. There's arguments for everything. They also had that discussion on string gauge, like, oh, which string gauge sounds the best? And they went through every string gauge, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. I don't know. And people ask me, what string gauge do I use? I use nines, because that's what I grew up playing with all the time. And then I went to tens at one point, and I didn't like them because they felt I was struggling with them. I was like, I can't play as like I used to. So I went back to nines, and then there was a friend of mine who had a guitar, and he had tens on it, and it felt amazing because the setup. It all depends on who sets up your guitar or how good the guitar, you know, is. But every time I put tens on one of my guitars, I never liked it. So I just stayed with nines, and I just feel comfortable. Where's it go? A minor blues backing track. Let it rip. Fast blues. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not good at blues stuff. This isn't very minor. I'm nowhere close to that. Yeah, it's like 3 a.m. here too. I think that's going to be it for me for tonight. I streamed on both platforms, so that was pretty good. Um, Thank you everybody for hanging out. I didn't play any covers, so hopefully I won't get demonetized. Munchy meal after the jam. I had a sandwich earlier. Maybe I'll have a bowl of cereal. I haven't had a bowl of cereal in a while. But thank you for guys for following, subbing to YouTube. Definitely, I'm trying to reach a big number on YouTube. All I've been doing on YouTube is going live. I don't know if that's a good thing, going live on YouTube. Is it hurting me? Or should you see content videos, like stuff? I need an editor. That's what I need. I need someone to take my live feeds and edit all this stuff and go, that's a good clip. That's a good clip. That's a good clip. Because I sit through it and I look. I just don't like looking at myself. How well do I know piano? I know enough to play some tunes and chords, and if I had to record something, I can probably fudge my way through. I'm not like fluent like crazy, but if I needed to play like a song, kind of like if you listen to the Beatles, right? You know, it's like Paul McCartney was a really good piano player. I think he could do some stuff. John Lennon, not too bad either, but they would play their chords and they would just, you know, they would know their chord progressions. They would know certain chords. That's how I kind of learned. It's knowing my chords and knowing what fits and what sounds nice, and just doing the very basic stuff on the piano. I tried to learn classical pieces, and I did do a few, and then I totally forgot. But yeah, piano's nice. Kind of wish I would have I started guitar first, and then piano. I was just dabbling at the same time, and which was probably a good thing. But I wish I was more of a piano player sometimes. Like I wish I was really studied it more. All right, guys. I hope you have a great night. Maybe I'll see you this weekend. If not, take care. Thank you for all your support. I'm gonna end with the outro. And thank you guys. It's been I like the questions. I like the interacting with other musicians and guitarists on here, and I hope I helped in some little way. So that's great. Yes, I'm on the East Coast, so I'm always up late, which is really bad. But what are you gonna do? All right, take care, everybody. I'll see you soon.